Here's a roundup video of my dig in the bottles on the Bruce Trail along the escarpment cliffs, caves. Pop bottles from the 1950s, juice bottles, and coffee bottles. There's a Swiss cheese, pickle. There's a Windex jar, Javix, and perfume bottles and medicine bottles. What amazes me is the plastic. Like, this bag was buried for over 50 years. I washed it up and it looks like almost like the day it was made. Here's a plastic viewer, kids viewer for showing slides. You can still see some rust on it from the cans. I still have some washing to do. Cream jars. This one here, you can literally read the label, and that was buried for over 50 years, going on 60 years. Juice cans, buried, and you can still read the label after 60 years. Not corroded, nothing. I mean, there's the inside. It's still really clean, and that was in the ground for 50, 60 years. A dish soap jug. It's not corroded, it's not disintegrated. There's a car. That car was in the ground for 60 years, like 2-3 feet in the ground. It almost looks the same as it did. There's a little dirt still left. Here's a Scotch tape container. Plastic, still dirty, but it's about the same. Here's a plastic Javix jug. Well, this looks the same as it did. I don't know. It's in perfect condition. So, you know what our landfill sites are full of? This stuff. I mean, it's 50 years in the ground. You can still read the labels. Look at this. You can still see how shiny it is in there. It's a little dirty in the bottom. Look how shiny that is. That was just a quick wash. All this stuff, as I showed you, I was walking over, came from those caves, those cracks along the escarpment. The only thing that's not here is the paper labels. I got more. I still haven't washed these. There's a toy tractor here. This in the head. Now the metal corrodes, as you can see here. It's rusted, but the rubber doesn't. These are still some dirty jars with the rusty lids. And you can still read the Miracle Whip on top of that one. There's another piece of plastic. 50 years in the ground. If I washed it up, you could almost reuse it. Here's another can. Old South. It's dirty inside, but if it was cleaned out, you wouldn't know it was in the ground 50 years. Here's a little bit of rust. Not much. What I was amazed at was this plastic bag. This was in the ground for 50 years. Look at it. That's an orange bag from product of Israel. And this the orange bag that came in. It says golden goodness from Israel. And you can read the price. The price is 59 cents. That bag was in the ground 50 years. That's what amazes me. And we keep filling our landfills up thinking that it's just going to disappear. Well, it's not going to disappear because here it is. I got these were popular back in the day. This is a telephone book cover from 1956, 57, 58. See the numbers? Telephone number is TR7-3405. That's the police numbers. These came out perfect. This one here is from 1963. I mean, you can read everything. And this was in the ground 50 years. It's incredible. I'm just amazed at every time I go bottle collecting what I find. But this is for a show that I'm giving on antiques or collectibles from the 1950s and 60s. And just to show everybody that just because it goes in the ground doesn't mean it disappears. It's still sitting there waiting for us, right down to the little bags that our scooter planes came in, or skeeter planes. And that's just amazing. It's that was powered by the rubber band. Anyways, thanks for watching. Please subscribe.